I'll turn back to it when I have a couple big flakes to remove, but for the most part, bopper nap. Not much wind here, all the sparkly dust is coming right back up in my face, so kind of annoying. It's a little bit worrying too sometimes, but it's funny, it seems like some of you guys are more worried about your eyes than your lungs. Really, your lungs are what's going to get you. If you're flint napping correctly, shouldn't get anything flying up. There's always going to be the time that it does fly up. Anytime I've ever gotten a piece of stuff in my eye is from bopping too quickly or abrading. So if you're going too quickly and you've got a little pocket of flakes down right here and you hit, sometimes one will come up, or if you happen to touch it on the way up, sometimes a little flake will fly up. But down it shouldn't, if you're doing it right. Lungs, however, they're gonna get you. That's gonna really affect the long-term napper, especially if you're doing it inside, but even outside on a day where there's no wind. Silicosis, scar tissue built up. It's basically like emphysema. You can't cure it because, well, it's permanent scar tissue in your lungs from tiny microscopic glass shards. You can get it from flint, you can get it from this, you can get it from glass, you can get it from clay quite a bit too. So clay is the one that's more common nowadays, but I think it's because there's more people that do ceramics. Personally, I don't think a couple nap-ins where you're inside is going to do too much harm. But with all the nuclear fallout and everything, I think silicosis is the least of our worries. But anyways, brighter topics, hopefully. How about rocks? Want to hear about rocks? Maybe I should shut up. That's the name of the channel. So here I overshot a little bit. Took a little bit of the edge off, but really it wasn't too bad. It was gonna have to come off anyways, but maybe not quite as much. Oh well. So I've been making some tomahawk heads, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna edit these at all. I think that's my plan. I'm just gonna run with it. Hopefully, get better at talking in the process. People will think I'm crazy though. That's all right. That's all right. People already think I'm crazy. It's kind of a weird thing to be doing, hitting rocks in your backyard. So basically I'm going around looking for any high spots and then taking flakes to get rid of them. But That's basically how people flint knap. Some people actually don't. Some people go through very systematically. And bottom to top and all that jazz. Base to tip. I do that for final pressure flaking. But oops. Oh shoot, that was a bad flake. Lucky I didn't break this thing. My bopper's a little bit big. I've lost my littler bopper. At this point I would have switched already, but I can't. Maybe when I clean up this last little ridge and ugly step fracture, I will set it aside. There we go. So this was the ugliness down here, and I took a flake off. Got rid of most of it, thinned it down quite a bit. I took about 1/4 of an inch off the total thickness right there. Yeah. I find myself, if I have a step fracture, wanting to hit the step fracture again, but that's the last thing you want to do. You want to come and get it from the other side, clean it up. Sometimes you can get under it, but it's a lot more common. You'll get it, like there's a little bit left here still, but there's a ridge on this side coming from here and here. There's 2 ridges, so you can come in and clean it up. But it ends up being almost second nature. It's like a puzzle. The more you do a puzzle, or like, I don't know, maybe like a Sudoku or something. The more you do Sudokus, you'll start recognizing patterns, be able to finish it quicker. The obsidian will always break the same way unless there's something inside it. So if you hit it with the same force and the same angle, it will break a certain way. So it's only a matter of time before you figure out what will happen when you manipulate it. Ouch. Just like if you stick your pinky into a flake, it will cut you. And it'll cut you a certain way, depending on how hard you stick it into the flake and what angle you stick it in, and the shape of the flake too. But yeah, anyways, I should follow my advice and shut up and nap, right? Here we go. Pretty nice bi-face. Didn't take very long, 19 minutes. And that's with me talking too, doing a little intro. I think I'll leave that until I can find my littler bopper. This thing's pretty big. Yeah, well, that'll do it for this Wednesday's episode of Shut Up and Nap, I think. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, well, don't worry, it'll get smoother. We'll get better at this as I do more of them. I've got a break on every Wednesday, so if I don't have to spend too much time editing these things, then I'll be able to do these more regularly. I know I tried last September with every Wednesday, but I'll try again now. And Shut Up and Nap seems a little bit easier to do. Yeah, anyways, don't worry, it won't only be obsidian too. I like my other rocks. Yeah, alrighty. See you next time. Bye-bye.